One person who voted against Caitlin Clark. Unfortunately, it could be someone you would never expect. A player at the top of her game, but may not like that Caitlin is taking over the sport.
This is why we would love for the WNBA to make voting not anonymous. Because if you were the person that had that one vote, you should just be able to stand on it, and we should know who you are. In the NBA, voting is not anonymous.
Yeah.
So I would love for the WNBA
Agreed.
to make the voting so we see who put the votes where. That's all I'm saying.
That's correct. Aya Wilson has been accused of voting against Caitlin Clark in the Rookie of the Year race.
It's noise that I don't really listen to, honestly, because I'm in season. I have other things that we need to worry about than what other people have to say.
You may be thinking why. Well, Caitlin has transformed the league in 1 year, whilst Aya has been playing insanely. Well, she hasn't been able to impact the league as much. This clip also went viral, leading fans to second-guess Aya Wilson's opinion. Aya Wilson trying to degrade Paige Bueckers was not a sight fans thought they would see. Clark has also been downgraded on Nike's list for promotion. Again, because of Aya Wilson taking the shine, because she was the MVP. She believes she should be promoted the most from the WNBA, yet everyone clearly sees who the big draw is. And that's Caitlin Clark.
Is Caitlin Clark currently the face of the WNBA? Yes. Do I think if A'ja Wilson dropped a shoe and Caitlin Clark dropped a shoe today at the very same time, that Caitlin Clark would outsell A'ja's shoe by 100 times? Yes, I think that would be the case.
Why would a WNBA MVP vote against one of the league's most dominant rookies? Could personal rivalries and hidden agendas be influencing major decisions in the world of women's basketball? The shockwaves that reverberated across the WNBA community after Caitlin Clark did not win the Rookie of the Year award unanimously were not limited to her fans. Analysts, commentators, and even fellow players expressed surprise. And this has led to the emergence of rumors pointing directly to Aya Wilson, the league's reigning MVP, as the person who may have voted against Clark.
Caitlin Clark was only one vote away from winning it unanimously, the Rookie of the Year award. Congrats on winning the Rookie of the Year award, but how is it not unanimous? I get that people don't like her, whatever the case may be, but honestly, she led rookies in every category pretty much. She took her team to the playoffs for the first time in like 10 years.
Aya Wilson is not just any player. She has been the face of the WNBA for several seasons, earning MVP honors and leading her team, the Las Vegas Aces, to consistent success. However, despite all her accomplishments, Wilson's alleged decision to vote against Clark has raised eyebrows. The fact that Wilson, who has been instrumental in promoting women's basketball, might have cast a vote that many see as intentionally undermining the league's rising star speaks volumes.
I think that second half really set the tone for me, for her to be, and should have been, the unanimous Rookie of the Year.
And it wasn't just one triple-double. She had 2 on the season.
And this is why we would love for the WNBA to make voting not anonymous. Because if you were the person that had that one vote, you should just be able to stand on it, and we should know who you are.
Caitlin Clark's rise to stardom in the WNBA has been nothing short of meteoric, and in just 1 season, she has captured the attention of fans, media, and even casual sports followers. Her impact on the game has been undeniable, but this rapid ascent may have irked Wilson, who has spent years building her own reputation as one of the league's best players.
And to act like there isn't or hasn't been legitimate resentment emanating from those who are pioneers. Nobody's fooled here. You got pundits who used to play in the WNBA, some of them who didn't, and who were speaking on behalf of those who didn't want to create that kind of noise themselves because of the negative impact. We talk about it when the men do it. If we detect jealousy, if we detect envy, if we detect resentment, and it's amongst the fellas, we put it out there. Shit, we act like it's the latest episode of General Hospital. But when the ladies are feeling that way about another young lady like Caitlin Clark, and people like myself and Shay Shay call it out, suddenly it's a problem.
The fact that the Rookie of the Year award was not unanimous despite Clark's dominance has led many to wonder whether personal biases have started to play a role in decisions that should be impartial. The notion that Aya Wilson might have an agenda concerning Caitlin Clark's rise to prominence is intriguing, especially given Wilson's own position in the league. Caitlin Clark's rapid rise as a rookie has shifted the spotlight away from Wilson, leading to speculation that Wilson may not be comfortable with this change. Clark's sudden emergence has not only threatened Wilson's position as the face of the league, but it has also disrupted the narrative that the league has carefully cultivated around Wilson's dominance. There are reports suggesting that Wilson may feel that her hard-earned accolades are being overshadowed by Clark's achievements. For years, Wilson has been the WNBA's most visible and marketable player, and she has represented a new era of women's basketball. But Clark's arrival has changed the dynamics, with fans and media quickly anointing her as the next big thing. It's not difficult to imagine that Wilson, who has worked tirelessly to get where she is, might feel frustrated by how quickly Clark has captured the public's imagination.
Somebody coming along and elevating the sports shine ultimately benefits you. Go out there, compete with her, try to bust her up if you want to, and all of that stuff. Just don't hate on the acclaim that she's getting.
The friendship between Aya Wilson and Angel Reese is another layer to the controversy that cannot be ignored. Angel Reese has also been in the spotlight for her impressive performances. What makes this friendship significant is the way it has potentially influenced Wilson's decision-making when it comes to awards and recognition. Reese was considered one of Caitlin Clark's main competitors for the Rookie of the Year award, and the fact that Wilson and Reese are close friends has raised questions about whether personal relationships influence Wilson's vote.
What do you think about her shoe? Sorry.
I love her shoe. I'm so happy for her. I mean, she's deserved it.
Yeah.
Asia has been somebody that's inspired me, not just on the court, but off the court. And as a Black woman, her story, being from South Carolina and everything behind that. So I'm super happy for her. I wish if I could wear Nike, I would definitely wear her shoe.
In sports, it's not uncommon for friendships to play a role in decisions that should be based purely on merit. However, the WNBA is a professional league, and fans expect objectivity when it comes to awarding players for their performances. The idea that Wilson might have voted for Reese out of loyalty rather than merit undermines the integrity of the award and fuels speculation about how decisions are made within the league. Hostile lead to Caitlin Clark. This situation has led to a growing perception that personal biases are creeping into what should be impartial decisions. If Wilson's vote for Reese was influenced by their friendship, it raises questions about how many other players might be making similar decisions based on personal relationships rather than objective analysis.
Okay, so no surprise here. Well deserving, Caitlin Clark wins Rookie of the Year. The crazy part though, there was one person who voted for Angel Reese. She was almost unanimous. There was one single person who had to vote for Angel Reese. I mean, what are we doing here?
One of the most concerning rumors that have surfaced involves the suggestion that Aya Wilson may have used her influence to prevent Caitlin Clark from securing lucrative endorsement deals, most notably with Nike. For athletes, brand partnerships are a significant part of their career trajectory, and for someone like Clark, landing a deal with Nike would have been a major milestone. Nike is known for signing athletes who represent the future of their sport, and given Clark's growing popularity, it seemed like a natural fit. However, the allegations suggest that Wilson, who already has a relationship with Nike, may have played a role in blocking this opportunity for Clark. If these rumors are true, they point to a much deeper conflict between Wilson and Clark than just competition on the basketball court. The idea that Wilson would use her position to prevent a rookie from gaining the same opportunities she has enjoyed raises questions about the level of rivalry and personal animosity that may exist between the two players.
She's not perfect. She's a rookie in this league.
There is a perception that Wilson may not fully believe that Clark's rise to prominence is based solely on her basketball abilities. Instead, some speculate that Wilson views Clark's rapid ascent as a result of systemic privilege, which has allowed her to gain opportunities more easily than players like Angel Reese, who may have had to work harder for the same recognition.
Cheryl swoops all y'all other haters out there, and I'm gonna call you out, man. Because it's blatantly obvious why you're hating on the young lady.
Clark's meteoric rise to fame, coupled with her standout performances on the court, has made her the subject of endless headlines and features. Meanwhile, Wilson, who has consistently been one of the league's top players, has seen her spotlight dim somewhat as Clark's profile has grown. This shift in attention is not just a matter of media preferences, it speaks to a larger issue of how athletes are marketed and promoted in the WNBA. For years, Wilson was the face of the league, representing the new era of women's basketball with her skill, charisma, and leadership.
She's got one of the hottest selling jerseys in sports, y'all, according to Fanatics, led by the one and only Michael Rubin. Clark's Indiana Fever jersey is apparently sold out in all sizes. It was rumored that she actually outsold Dallas Cowboy jerseys.
But Clark's arrival has changed the dynamics, and the media has quickly latched onto the idea that she is the future of the league. This has undoubtedly caused frustration for Wilson, who may feel that her accomplishments are being overlooked in favor of a younger, newer star. This is not just about basketball, it's about who controls the narrative around the WNBA and who gets to be the face of the league moving forward. Wilson's frustration with the media's focus on Clark adds another layer of complexity to their relationship, as it suggests that off-court dynamics are influencing how both players are perceived. The involvement of WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes in this controversy adds yet another layer to an already complex situation. Swoopes, widely regarded as one of the greatest players in WNBA history, has been a vocal supporter of Angel Reese, and fans have speculated that she may have played a role in influencing the Rookie of the Year vote.
You have a player like Angel,
Asia.
and Angel too. But a player like Asia who's having the type of season that she's having, and I don't think we're talking about her enough.
While there is no concrete evidence that Swoopes had an official vote, her public comments have suggested that she believed Reese had a better season than Clark, leading to speculation that she might have used her influence to sway the decision. Swoopes' involvement in this controversy highlights the web of relationships and alliances that exist within the WNBA. As a respected figure in the league, Swoopes' opinion